Headline for Packers fans. I'm not worried. Not worried. I moved them up in my power rankings. Moved the Lions down one. I had the Eagles above them. And at one point, when I'm watching the Packers beat the Lions, I'm like, okay. I kind of saw this a little bit coming.
Gave up 31, though.
No, the Lions have one of the best offenses in the league. They're scoring 30 on pretty much everybody right now.
No, I know, but they gave up 31 to Green Bay.
The defense is hurting right now. They're missing a lot of people.
Yeah, and Quay Walker, we just got to, can we get him to take a chill pill a little bit? I know that's been the thing since he's come off of campus at Georgia, but he can ball out. Yeah. I think Dan Skipper made a nice move. He got hit. Was that Skipper who went down? Got 15 yards for his team? Could have been that. Maybe that's what got him vomiting in the NFL Films coverage of Dan Campbell's victory speech. Did you see that one today?
No.
Yeah, in the middle of Dan Campbell's victory speech to the Lions.
He's yakking?
He's looking over. I don't know what's going on with Skipper. He calls him out for vomiting. It means he's actually, Skipper was on his knees.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to watch that.
At any rate, this is about the Packers. Headline to me is I'm not concerned for them to make a run. The question is make the Super Bowl, because that was the concept coming into the season, that this was their season to take that step forward. Made it to the division round last year. Can they make it to the Super Bowl? And they need Jordan Love to be healthy for that. I think we can agree the kid is all right physically right now. Correct? Can we say that? He was making some plays last night. He's moving around very nicely. Yeah. He can make some throws, man.
Throw.
To what, Christian Watson down the sideline?
No, the touchdown one. To Kraft.
Yes.
Just cocked the hammer right down the middle. Woo.
Yeah.
He put some stank on that one.
And they've got, can you say this? Their best running back in a long time?
Aaron Jones was nice, man.
I know.
He was nice.
I understand, and I thought, why are they getting rid of him?
Josh Jacobs is more of a bruiser than.
But that's what they kind of. That's kind of what they need.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they need. Certainly, when you're going against the team bringing the thunder and the lightning, 3 rushing touchdowns again for him. This guy's unreal.
Who is their running back from the Super Bowl year? Who?
Amon-Ra.
But ran upright. Who am I thinking of? Hold on.
Ryan Grant.
Ryan Grant.
Ryan Grant was nice.
I'm just saying, man. He had 3 touchdowns and then one call back on an OPI call in the air. And there's only 2 Green Bay players with 10 or more rushing touchdowns over a 6-game span like Josh Jacobs has done right now. And his name is Jim Taylor, guys.
Oh.
We're talking about Vince Lombardi's Hall of Fame running back. That's what Josh Jacobs is doing right now in a month and a half and for an entire season. And that's the guy that you need, is providing a hammer if you're going into Seattle or you're going here to Los Angeles to take on the Rams or you're going to Arizona, because right now it sure looks like Green Bay is, with this loss, going to be your 6th seed. They could be the 5 seed going into Atlanta or Tampa. I think those are winnable games for the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. This was the coach's assessment last night after the loss.
Ultimately, I thought we just started, especially on the offensive side of the ball, too slow. We go punt, fumble, then we score a touchdown. So, it's only a handful of plays that separate these types of games. And like I told our team, we're going to have to earn the right to potentially come back here. And it's not going to be easy, and we got to put in the work. But I'm confident in the resiliency of our group and that they're going to continue to fight and push each other to get better and stay connected, because I do think we have a pretty good football team.
They do, man. They got a pretty good football coach, too. They got some physical freaks on this team, too. Tucker Kraft hopping himself back up.
Yo,
dude.
He got smoked, and then you're wondering, is he okay?
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, right.
Is he okay?
He did a kip up.
Just like, boom.
Like HBK.
They're talented, man.
Yeah.
This is a 3rd-place team in the division, which is why you talk about this being the most talented division in the National Football League.
Do you like them a little bit better than Minnesota, or no?
I look at my power rankings.
Yeah.
I popped them above the Vikings.
Does last night change anything?
No.
Yeah.
It does not. As a matter of fact, it makes me feel like I made the right move. Their record is one thing. They did lose to Minnesota at home, but they got the right mix, man. And, just because you can't figure out who's going to be the wide receiver with your fantasy team doesn't mean they don't. Doesn't mean they don't have talented players there. They didn't even have Romeo Doubs last night.
Problem. Yeah.
That's why I'm just not concerned. Injuries will always be a concern. Van Ness went out for a bit last night, and you're wondering about. But then you look at the Lions; they have 13 defensive players on IR, and they're still winning football games.
Because the offense is kind of unstoppable.
I was left impressed again last night. They were true. It is true. They started slow, punt, fumble.
Yeah.
Against the Detroit Lions in Ford Field, where things going to start fast.
Can't do that.
It's tough.
Yeah, they got a 10-point hole pretty quickly.
Headline.
Green
Bay. Not concerned. Just not worried.
I still like watching 10. He just reminds me of 12. The way he hops around and kind of wings it and back foot, boom.
And that's a perfect way for me to put a button on this as Cooper Rush is about to zoom in here. It is just got to give it up, man. I know, certainly from this chair, Gutekunst drafting Love, handling it the way that he did with Rodgers, apparently, and, Rodgers needing a FaceTime to chat with him and all that stuff. It took two to tango for this relationship to turn in a certain way there. But they have turned the page, man. They have turned the page. They are young. They are good. They are physical. That coach is as good as they come in the National Football League. And you got to give it up. They are in the mix. They're going to make the playoffs, and they're going to be somebody's problem when the middle of January hits. You and I both know it. They're going to be somebody's problem currently residing in the NFC West or the NFC South. It's going to be somebody's big problem. And they might, the only question is if they get one and done by them, will they have an owner saying we're going to go all in next season?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Just leave us out of this.
Sorry. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.